welcome along to the QKC Lockdown Challenge. This is about the 4th round, where we've got a 10 kart racer grid. Gerson making a return. He's on the front row with Arnold. On the left hand side you can see underway though at Brands Hatch Indy Circuit layout. And it's Gerson with a great start so far. He leads the way. Samuel third. We got Paige, Faisal and Omar about 3 wide just behind them. You can see in the background Samuel looking to go down the inside. We'll have to settle for third for now. You can see behind it's all going off. Faisal trying to defend his 4th position spot off of Omar, Darby and Paige. You can see just up ahead though, it's Arnold. He's gone onto the grass. He spun the kart and he's so fortunate there not to crash into the other fast racers who are coming past him. Unfortunately he's down to about 10th place. Back up though, that means Faisal is up to 3rd. You can see right behind him Omar is looking on the attack, looking to make a move. For now he'll obviously tuck into the slipstream, potentially look to go and move ahead in this race with Faisal, not battle him early on. Of course the slipstream effect is so great on this game in karting, so ideally you want to be the kart racer behind as opposed to the kart racer leading. Here we see Faisal just trying to defend off of Omar. Omar going a bit wide there. Darby could have a chance to go and overtake him, and indeed he makes the move stick. Darby up to 4th then. Let's just change up the camera angles to the variable option so you get more of a display, but you can see side by side Omar and Darby. Who's gonna make the move stick? You can see Darren is right behind too. Darren making his debut in the QKC Lockdown Challenge. Omar has a position at least into the first corner, or does he? Darby trying to go around the outside. It's nearly 3 wide through the first corner. You can see Paige in the background. I'm not sure if she crashed. No, she just held the kart together. It's Darren down the inside of Omar. Omar from 3rd to about 6th in the span of 1 lap. So not ideal for him. Darren though must be ecstatic. 4th place goes to Darren. You can see Omar trying to challenge and size up a move through the back end of this lap. Sector number 3 down the inside. He's looking. Darren closes the door, although he goes a bit wide there. Omar doesn't need a second invite, but he also didn't want to invite to go into the gravel, and that's exactly what's happened. That means Arnold, who of course crashed down the opening lap, is up to 7th place. Goes purple as well, a 46.1. Fastest lap of the Grand Prix by Arnold. Of course from Belgium, he won the QKC Lockdown Challenge 2. And returning in round 4, going round the outside of Paige over here, trying to make a move and trying to make a comeback. We know Arnold is quick. He won of course round number 2. Could he repeat such a feat? Well, that must be a distant dream of course. Potentially a podium would be something he'll be interested in. You can see Paige and Darren are going at it over here, just up ahead, side by side. Arnold round the outside gets caught up in the gravel, similar to what happened to Omar just on the previous lap. Look at this though, it's Darby in the slipstream of Faisal. Into the first corner they go, and we'll pull it into 3rd person camera angle to see. Is Darby close enough to make a move into Faisal, into the first corner? He breaks late. Oh my goodness me. Faisal has been sent to the shadow realm by Darby, and my goodness me, that was some late braking but not ideal racing by Darby. I believe that was a mistake, but fortunately for Faisal, he's down to 7th place. And from 3rd down to 7th after being sent to the shadow realm, he got absolutely punted off into the first corner. That was not ideal at all. And let's wait and see if Darby gives back the position, but Faisal is so far back at the moment, so I'm not sure if he will. Back to the battle though. Arnold up to 5th. He overtook of course Darren. You can see the back trying to go around the outside of Darby over here. Can he make the move stick as they descend downhill on the approach of the turn 2 hairpin corner? To the inside line he goes now. Darby slams the door shut. There's a bit of contact. It's Arnold mounting the curb there, and once again finds himself spun round, and he crashed into, I believe that was Paige, but Paige lucky not to have been spun out herself, and that's really good for Paige. She's up to 4th of course, but Arnold having rotten luck so far. That's about the 3rd time he's spun out in this race alone. So he'll be looking to make some inroads on the leaders, or rather the lead cars ahead of him. You can see Faisal though has profited from that Arnaud spin, and in fact has found himself right back in contention of getting in that magical slipstream window. Of course, that is so crucial on Gran Turismo Sport. In karting, the slipstream effect makes such a big difference. And you can see up ahead, I think that's Darren into the gravel. Darren now rejoining Arnaud, trying to make a move. Oh my goodness me, that's another driver sent into absolute shadow realm. I believe Arnaud didn't anticipate Darren to be that slow and coming onto the racing line. That's why there was that collision there. You can see though, Omar has gained up right behind Darren now. Could he potentially make a move as they come into sector number 3? The final couple of corners over here. Down the inside goes Omar. Darren sweeps past. And a great battle for 7th place between Omar and Darren. Up ahead though, look at this side-by-side action between Page and Darby. We just saw that. Page looking to make a move. Arnaud also getting interested just behind. And look at this, is that nearly a bit 3 wide? Arnaud round the outside. You don't see that happen often at Brands Hatch. What a move by Arnaud. Could he make it 2 in a row round the outside? Darby fence off for now. This is Arnaud over here looking to make up a huge recovery to a podium place. We'll go to your leaders, Gerson and Samuel. We haven't had a chance. There's been so much action behind them. What a switchback line. Absolutely mugging him off there for 4th place. Arnaud up to 3rd. Faisal, you can see just behind, trying to make a move on Page, of course. Darby, the position isn't done and dusted for Arnaud. He's got the slipstream effect, of course. Darby potentially could make a move. Seems a bit far this time. A mouth the inside curb there. Not going to help him too well. And Exie, you can see, he's really battling the kart there. Faisal though, once again we've seen this has been a trend throughout the QKC Lockdown Challenge. Page and Faisal having a close on-track battle, and you can see Page getting a bit sideways out of the previous turn. Faisal sweeps past and up to 5th place. Page will have the slipstream, of course, into the final corner. Goes a bit wide. And that is Faisal up to 5th place. So this Faisal, he went a bit wide there and has to rejoin. I think he got a massive tank slap on the exit of the final corner. Page back up to 5th. Really, really good race so far over here. Constant trade of positions. You can see Darren and Omar are separated by about 5 seconds at the moment. It's Antoine Baclini, great to see him back racing in the QKC Lockdown Challenge in 9th position, and we've got Qasim Abdullah in 10th position. So great to see Qasim back in the QKC Lockdown Challenge too. So a time to breathe and a time just to observe how the positions are. It seems Page is up to 5th, so she must have overtaken Faisal. Let's just take a look at how that happened real quick then, shall we? And oh, of course she did, because Faisal had that huge tank slap on the exit of the first corner, so never mind. Darby then, up to 4th. Arnaud, what a recovery. Spun out 3 times, found himself about 10th on after the first lap. Is up to 3rd already. Strong pace being demonstrated by Arnaud. Samuel, who's making, I think this is his 3rd appearance in the QKC Lockdown Challenge. Of course, out of 3 appearances, he's won 2 of them. And here he is then looking to challenge Gerson. The problem is Gerson is about 6 seconds up the road. Gerson running that impressive livery. Really, really nice livery going on there for Gerson. All the way from Colombia. Managed to join this round and is really doing himself proud and the country proud as well. Leading the way and representing the Colombian flag. Can he bring it home? 12 laps in, 25 laps in total. So halfway, I guess we are through this race. Purple to the first sector goes Gerson. He's got Samuel though, who's a very quick kart racer right behind him. It's going to be a battle of consistency between these 2 kart racers. And of course, the one who's more consistent will prevail. Both kart racers matching each other. Although it seems Samuel is, at least from lap 11 down to about lap 8, has been lapping in the 47s, whereas Gerson consistently in the 46s. all the way since about lap number 4. So really good pace by Gerson, but also by Samuel. Of course, Samuel has got a 46.3 as his fastest lap. So it's all about hooking up that perfect lap. Just behind now, let's look, it's Arnaud, who's also running in the 46. He did a 46.3 as well. Just hasn't been able to keep it clean in terms of keeping it on the track. Just been getting involved in a couple of off-track crashes. Davi and Faisal going at it now for the 4th position spot. Will Faisal send Davi to the shadow realm? I don't think he'll do. He'll try and make this move stick cleanly. Downhill we go into turn number 2. Can Faisal go down the inside? He looked at it. Davi fended off and closed the door for now. Faisal just assessing the option, assessing when the best time will be, of course, to make the move. You can see Darren and Omar are so closely matched. Omar now not wanting to make a mistake again, but has found himself right behind Darren. Back to Faisal and Davi through the final corner, going for the switchback line. And how about that? Faisal with a remarkable switchback line, but now has a lot of defending to do. As you can see, Davi in the slipstream as we end lap number 14 for these racers. Down the inside he goes. Can he make the move stick? Indeed he does for 4th place. They're side by side nearly. Faisal back down to 5th, but will have the slipstream effect. Downhill to turn number 2, the hairpin corner. Can he go down the inside? Davi once again closes the door. Faisal being hung out to dry there. Omar meanwhile has made a move on Darren. Let's just see how that happened. I think we missed it. I think the lap cars, look at this, there's about a couple of lap cars there. Darren going really wide. Omar didn't need a second invite to take the inside line there and has taken the position. Indeed will absorb the slipstream from Turismo Gerson, who's being lapped by. Back to Faisal and Davi as we see Faisal just buying his time at the moment. He knows it's a long game. He's got about 11 laps to go, including this lap, of course. And look at that, getting so close on exit of the left-hand turn to Davi. Had to come off the gas, I guess, through that section of the corner, or then he would have, punted into Davi. But Faisal, he knows he has a slipstream effect, but Davi also knows that. So Davi, even if he gets overtaken, he knows a slipstream can take him along in this race. And you can see over here now, you can see they're going to go side by side there. Faisal, he made the move stick. I wasn't expecting that one, but what a move there. What commitment by Faisal to make the move. And on the exit of the second corner, you can see Davi is trying to put up a challenge, but for how long can he put up the challenge for? The gap has opened up to about 3/4 tenths of a second, but really awesome battle between Davi and Faisal, constantly trading that 4th position spot. At the moment, Faisal is the kart racer who is ahead, of course. So, 3rd position is still with Arnaud. We said 4th position is with Faisal, and he's dramatically trying to cut out that slipstream effect. Of course, it's such a big advantage that you gain. Don't count out Paige. Paige is looking on a mission over here, really looking to make up a comeback, potentially get a top 5 finish, maybe even a top 4 finish. We'll have to wait and see, of course, but she's keeping it consistent out there. Davi's still in the slipstream of Faisal, and it's looking to be a battle between the 2 kart racers once again. This is far from over. Davi trying to size up her move. Where and when can he do so? Faisal defending the inside line as they exit the final corner on lap number 16. There's still Turismo Gerson, your leader. MNT, Samuel, and Polinus, as I'm referring to their gamer tags, are the top 3 drivers, of course. Down the inside now goes Davi, fended off by Faisal. I was referring to the gamer tags as we see Davi going off onto the gravel, mistake made there. And I'll tell you what, look at Paige. Paige right behind now as we go into the nose camera angle. Right behind Davi. Could potentially make a move over here. Unfortunately for Davi, found himself in the gravel and made a criminal mistake there, because that has cost him a chance for a top 4 finish. Paige trying to go around the outside there, although Turismo Gerson will now lap Paige. But I'll tell you what, if Paige can just stay in the slipstream of Turismo Gerson, she could make a move on Darby. Gerson lapping 5th and 6th positions there. Paige nearly losing the rear end. My goodness me, what a save that was there. We've got Omar in 7th position over here. Darren in 8th. Antoine Baclini in 9th place. And we got Qasim Abdullah in 10th. Running a nice helmet there, of course, the red, black and white liveried helmet. Looking nice there. Same for Antoine, the upside down A. Nice feature on his helmet. Got Darren repping the all orange livery, of course. Omar with the green, black and white helmet. And the interesting camo on the front of his car. Number 27, of course. He finds himself being lapped by Samuel. Just trying to stay in the slipstream. Here's Omar now. Look at this. Paige and Darby. Paige! Oh my goodness me. Looking to capitalize on that. And I was just going to say Paige in the slipstream, but for how much longer? Darby has made a mistake again. Up to 5th position. What a recovery there also from Paige. Top 5 place, I'm sure she'd take that. Could she potentially hunt down Faisal? I have to wait and see. About 6 laps to go. Faisal, he's getting lapped by Turismo Gerson, your race leader, and he's lapping Antoine Baclini now. Your race leader is, of course, Gerson from Colombia. It's been a very consistent drive, and to show you how consistent it's been, just look at his lap times on the right hand side of your screen. From lap number 12, a 46.6, a 46.5, a 46.6, a 46.9, a 46.6, a 46.8, a 46.3, a 46.3, a 46.6. Unbelievable consistency by your leader as he exits lap number 21 and is now going to start lap number 22. Not long to go before that elusive race victory becomes a reality for Gerson. All credit to Samuel, who's kept him on his toes and kept him honest. And if you look at Samuel's lap times too, they've been very consistent. A 47.5, a 47.7, 48, 49. I think he was lapping people there, so let's ignore that. So 47.4, 46.8, a 47.5, a 47.5, a 47.2. So been really consistent. Of course, Gerson has been in the 46s a lot more. That's why his race lead advantage has come up to about 6-7 seconds over Samuel. But second place, I'm sure Samuel will take any day of the week. Arnaud, I'll tell you what, his consistency has been remarkable too. He's running at race leading pace. Look at that as he comes to lap. Omar now goes purple to the final sector too. But look at this, a 46.4, 46.7, a 46.4, 46.6, 46.6, 46.5, 46.6, 46.3, a 46.5, and across the line for a 46.2. That may just be purple. Not too sure, maybe Gerson has the purple lap time, the fastest lap time so far. But remarkable consistency by your top 3 racers. Possibly a target for those behind to try and aim for. Of course, that is the benchmark. We saw this podium playing positions of Gerson, Samuel, Arnaud was how they finished in Lockdown Challenge number 2, of course, when Arnaud won, Samuel finished second and Gerson third. So all looking good for Gerson at top. I think it's Samuel just going a bit slow over here. Maybe he's just trying to get into the slipstream of the lap cars. But Gerson on the final lap of the penultimate lap of the QKC Lockdown Challenge, round number 4, is leading the way, and we'll use this time just to explain just about the QKC Lockdown Challenge. Of course, we've told everyone so many times, but we'll repeat again. This is purely to replicate the real life Qatar karting community race meetups or karting meetups, which we do at the karting tracks in real life. But due to the current situation, until further notice, all of the karting circuits in Qatar will be closed. So virtual racing will be the only way to replicate those karting meetups. And the safest way, of course, everyone is in their homes and they're racing from home. Of course, when it is safe and when the time is right, then only we can go back to the kart circuit. But for now, it's been a thrilling way to go racing virtually. Gerson from Colombia is gonna wave the flag so proudly as he comes across the line for a dominant race victory at the Brands Hatch Indy Circuit layout. Congratulations to Gerson on his return to the QKC Lockdown Challenge. Samuel will just come around the final corner, side by side with Paige there as well, but he will finish in second place. Remarkable consistency by Samuel. Arnaud ran him close and finishes second, takes the purple lap time on lap number 24. It'll be Faisal finishing fourth, Paige fifth, it will be Davi sixth, Omar comes home in seventh, it'll be, of course, Darren eighth, it will also be Antoine ninth, and it will be Qasim Abdullah in that 10th position spot. We hope you enjoyed the finale to this QKC Lockdown Challenge round number 4. Congratulations to the top 4 kart racers, Gerson, Samuel and Arnaud, of course. You'll be featured on the virtual podium, of course. The post comes out tomorrow. If you'd like to register for the QKC Lockdown Challenge, go ahead to the QKC website now, where all registration for the events will be done, and register through the events page. If you click on karting events, it's a very straightforward registration process and you'll be able to race online in these races. But until the next QKC Lockdown Challenge, everybody, it's been an absolute pleasure. Congratulations to all of the kart racers just for participating, because as much as race position, participation is also a big part of these events. The more racers we have participating, the better it is for the community, of course. Until the next QKC Lockdown Challenge, everybody, which takes place in about 2 weeks' time, stay tuned and we will see you then. Goodbye.